right. Greetings all. This is Malik Assad Jafar, and today we're going to be going over the 7 things to utilize in building purpose and hope. Let's get into it.
I'm the best, so do not test the top of my profession, the master of my chosen field, of that there is no question. Serious.
So, okay, a couple of things just want to say. I had to stop the car to do this one. The other thing is that y'all got to see this mug today. You know, I've been trying to do some different versions of the videos and with the animations and things like that. This one, it's serious to me, touches my heart. So I'm like, let me speak to the people. Okay. So as you remember from the last video, we had the 7 areas that a person should look into when trying to establish or build or develop hope or purpose. And those 7 areas were spirituality, work, family, friends, leisure time, hobbies. Well, we're going to be going over them anyway right now. And the first one that I want to go over is spirituality. And so when it comes to spirituality, not that this is motivation as to why I looked into it, but I just want to say that there was a guy one time before that I met, and he said that he died several times, I think 2 times or so, and he was having a problem because he kept obsessing about the inevitability of what is going to happen, you know, the finality of this factor of death. And which I'll digress because there's some stuff I want to go over in the next video. But what I explained to him was that quite possibly what you might want to do is not so much obsess over the death idea, but instead question the possibilities as to why you were able to come back. Give your coming back a purpose, right? So with that being said, that's not the purpose in regards to spirituality. When you're trying to build and develop purpose when it comes to spirituality, what you want to do is you want to have a specific about being able to stay alive, about what, well, let me rephrase that, as to why you're here. What will you impact in this world when you're gone? Okay? How are you connected with the forces outside of yourself? And will your presence resonate after your existence? Focusing on that helps to establish purpose. In regards to hope, in the same idea of spirituality, on your higher self. Meditate on your higher self and what that looks like and how you can become that in actual life. These locks that you see here weren't always here. And that higher self that I meditated on had these locks. The person that was meditating during the time had no locks. Okay? And so hope, faith, expectations of things yet to come. That is a good way to help establish hope in regards to spirituality. Okay. The next one I want to go into is, let's talk about your leisure time. Now, leisure time and hobbies are very, very similar, but please follow me on this, and you know I'll space them out a little bit. But when it comes to leisure time, you want to have activities that you look at in your leisure time. You want to have certain actions. You want to have intentions. You want to have outcomes that are very specific. You want to create something when you're dealing with your leisure time. You want to do something about it. So when it comes to dealing with purpose and your leisure time, here's an idea. How about growing a plant? You know, one that starts with the C and ends with an S. All right? That's right. You guessed it. Cactus. Grow a cactus. Observe it on a daily basis or whatever the case is. Give it meaning, give it purpose, have that relationship. Grow crystals. Another one starts with a C and ends with an S, workout, diets, getting better at golf, pool, sports, some kind of an activity that is not going to piss you off. Because if what you're doing is pissing you off, you're doing it wrong. Or you're not engaged in a leisure activity. Okay, but that's purpose. When it comes to hope, model cars, woodwork, puzzles, Sudoku, playing yourself in a chess match, cooking, you name it. But those things, remember, the definition of purpose, the definition of hope. This is what we're looking for. This is what we're trying to establish. It's just like working out. You have to work at it to make it happen. Okay? The next thing that I want to look at is friends. Now, in regards to friendship is just that. And I know you've probably heard this before. But friendship is just that. It is a ship. What does a ship do? It takes you from point A to point B. If you're friends with somebody and your relationship with this person is not taking you anywhere, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? It's like, it could take you into all the wrong places, but I'm talking about progressive places. If you got a friend that you go out and you hang out with and you drink and drink and drink, and all you do is drink and put yourself at potential risk, what exactly is this friendship doing for you to help build you? Sounds like to me it's putting you in a whole lot of risk. I digress, because that's not what this is about today. What I'm talking about is taking this friendship that you have with a person, because I have a lot of acquaintances and associates, right? It takes a special person to be a friend. And with this friend that you have, you want to do something for your friend that they need. Get something for your friend that they need to help establish purpose. It's not about, it ain't about Christmas and nothing like that. It's not like, it's about giving. No, seriously, to be active in your friendship, you may want the action reciprocated, but that's not necessarily going to be the case. You want to be able to give something to your friend that you know that they need, not during Christmas time. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to wait until Christmas to give a friend fill in the blank. But doing something for them, being very, significant in them, in their life. In regards to utilizing hope, meet someone new. And, I was going to say in person. But I'm not knocking that, man. You could do it online too, online or in person. Meet something new and create a new friendship. But people that you have things in common with. Some of the things that, like, for example, looking at me, how would you know? But looking at me, people would not necessarily identify with the fact that I'm a Star Trek fanatic, that I like Dungeons and Dragons, that I play, RPG games, I'm all of these different things. And so I've got all kinds of friends and associates that do different things. I have few friends that do those things. So if I were going to utilize this, then I would go to like maybe I wouldn't do, I was about to say Costco. Cosplay, where a person dresses up or something like that, or just find an element where they play video games or just something abstract if I needed to help develop and build on my hope. But again, like I said before, you have to be active. The next thing that I want to go into is going to be with your work. And so in regards to work, what you want to be able to do to establish purpose when it comes to work is develop, and this is purpose or with hope. Realistic objectives are important. When it comes to purpose and you're dealing with creating a realistic objective, I want you to attempt to seek outside development and growth for your job career. whatever you're doing right now, is there some type of resource that you could do or get into outside of the job, away from the job, that would help propel you in this career? Now, in regards to establishing hope and realistic objectives, strengthening morale is important. Exercising the ability to celebrate the holidays in the year, and there's almost a holiday every year, okay? Research, and you'll find that people will start to expect it. Expectations of things yet to come. You will find that people will expect it. Well, you know, Malik does such and such during this time of the year. He always puts this up, or just you name it. Establish something. And research promotion opportunities as well in regards to work. Now, I talked about leisure. Now I'm about to talk about hobbies. And when it comes to hobbies are less active, okay? Instead of, like with leisure, it was creation. With hobbies, it's more like vegetation, okay? Evolving. You're going to observe, no certain outcomes, man. Just flow. This is a hobby, okay? For example, in regards to establishing purpose, as a hobby, experimentation. Do an experiment. What vegetables or fruit will light up a light? Or just anything. Experimentation with anything. Learning. And learning is basically acquiring new knowledge. Ain't got to debate nothing. I'm just taking, hey, I didn't know that. I didn't know that the moon had helium-3 on it based on the rocks that they have there. Stuff like that. Learning. Be curious to an outcome, but have no real investment in it. It's not like you're gonna. Did you follow what I'm saying? Oh, here's a great one. How about astronomy? Now, astronomy is a study of celestial objects and the physical universe as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about sun, moon, stars, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's astrology, and that's with purpose. Okay? But with hope, how about, and let me jump right into this. When it comes to hope, utilize astrology. Not astronomy, but astrology, which is the study of movements of the celestial objects, again, as a way to gain insight on human affairs. There's a connection between zodiac symbols. Okay, you follow me? Do some research on, and what is research? It's a study on information to possibly reach new conclusions or not. Just do the research. It's very similar. Hope, okay? Reading. Those things are important. The next one that we have here is going to be community. And I'm going to shorten some. Just shorten these last two specifically. Community. When you're dealing with your community in regards to establishing hope. Okay, sorry, I'll make it quick because I don't know how much time I got left on my videos and phone memory and all that different stuff. But when it comes to community, when you're wanting to establish and develop purpose, what I want you to look at is activism. And what is activism? It is getting a stop sign put in a place that there's risk. Speed bumps where kids play at. You follow what I'm saying? Activism. It's about you getting involved in the community and making things happen. In regards to establishing hope, look into volunteerism. And what is volunteerism? I mean, volunteer to the elderly at a store to help them out. Volunteer to help people in the community. Go and pick up trash within the community. Yada, yada, yada. Okay? Follow that. Now, last but certainly not least is family. And family is one of the most abstract areas because when you're wanting to establish purpose and hope within your family structure, it would be great to sit down as a family unit because family is not just about blood. Family can be outside of that. But sit down as a family unit and discuss, have a conversation about these things that you are trying to develop within your life to establish hope, that you're trying to establish purpose. Have a conversation about these several different areas. And in fact, what you will be doing is synergistic. By discussing these hopeful dynamics and what you're engaging in will help promote and propel that type of hope. And the same thing goes for purpose. So those are my 7 areas that I would like for you to look at in regards to developing purpose and hope. Right. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Let me say this, that this is just Malik's approach. Okay? It's just Malik's approach. Honestly, you can use 7 of anything that you like. Hell, you can use 15, 25, 35, you know, whatever you want to use. But the whole point is to become active in building a type of consciousness. Okay? That's basically what you want to be able to do. Because when you're dealing with purpose or hope or the lack thereof, and how it got there or how it established or how it developed really doesn't matter. The main thing, I don't want to say the only thing, but the main thing that matters is this. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do differently? And so those that I gave you, I have found have been very helpful in assisting individuals with that dynamic. So, with that said, y'all be safe, stay safe, be blessed. I'll see you next time. Peace. Bam.
I'm the best, so do not test the top of my profession. The master of my chosen field, of that there is no question.